Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Kenny forgave Anthony at the All Valley tournament during the events of Cobra Kai Season 4? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 4 would still happen. Anthony and his friends would still bully Kenny, so Kenny would still go to Robbie, and he would still join Cobra Kai, and Kenny would still learn to defend himself and fight back. Those events would stay the same. Kenny would continue his training, and eventually he would stand up to Anthony and his friends, and the events of Cobra Kai Season 4 would continue. The night of the All Valley, Kenny would compete, and Anthony would be surprised to see him, and the tournament would carry on. Kenny would still make it to the quarterfinals, and he would still fight Robbie, and much like in the original timeline, Robbie wouldn't hold back, and he would defeat Kenny, so Kenny would still go to the locker room to clean up. Those events would stay the same. Anthony would still show up, and he would still want to talk to Kenny. He would tell him that he did a good job in the tournament, and he would want to apologize for what he did, but Kenny would only be listening to Anthony in this timeline. Anthony would finish his apology, he would say that he's learned his lesson, and Anthony would want to start over, and Kenny would turn to face him. Kenny would have mixed feelings, but he would eventually have a change of heart, and he would tell Anthony that he forgives him. This is when Robbie would show up, and he would be surprised to see Kenny and Anthony, and Robbie would ask Kenny if he was okay, and he would apologize for hurting him, but Kenny would say that he was fine, and that he was glad that Robbie didn't hold back, and that he needed that, and Kenny would ask Robbie if he had a fight to win. Robbie would smile, and they would walk out of the locker room, and the events of Season 4 would continue. Robbie and Eli would still make it to the finals. Robbie would still get the first point, and Danny would still tell Eli to put Robbie on defense. The fight would continue. Eli would get the second point, and they would still go to sudden death. Eli and Robbie would continue to fight, and eventually Robbie would knock Eli to the floor. He would be ready to punch him, and in this timeline, he wouldn't be distracted by Kenny, so Robbie would land the final point, and he would beat Eli. So Robbie would be the boys' All Valley champion. Cobra Kai would win overall. Daniel would be disappointed, and the girls' match would carry on. Since Cobra Kai already won the All Valley tournament, Johnny and Daniel wouldn't team up, so Sam and Tori would still fight, and since the referee was on Tori's side, Tori would still defeat Sam, and the season would end in a very similar way. Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do would be forced to shut down. Since Robbie won the All Valley tournament, Robbie wouldn't go to Johnny, Miguel would still run away, and Terry Silver would still betray Kreese. Daniel would still get chosen, and the events of Season 5 would carry on. Cobra Kai would continue to expand and grow, and the bond between Robbie and Kenny would be stronger than ever. Robbie would continue to train Kenny. The rivalry between Miyagi-Fang and Cobra Kai would continue, but Kenny and Anthony wouldn't have the rivalry, so Kenny would leave Anthony alone, and he wouldn't be a bully, and Robbie and Tori would be Cobra Kai's #1 students, and that is where I'm gonna end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Kenny forgave Anthony at the All Valley tournament during the events of Cobra Kai Season 4? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.